Hello and welcome to Binge Time, a podcast for us who maybe watch just a bit too much TV series and films. We're your hosts, Matt.
And Jenny.
And let's get started with the news sweep, as always.
Yes, we begin with the renewed. Futurama has been renewed for 2 more seasons.
2 more seasons.
I have not begun to watch the latest one yet, but
okay.
I'm still looking forward to it.
Yeah, I started to watch it actually, and it's definitely the same series as it's been before, but maybe even more so, kind of leaning into the meta with the like a meta universe. Like it's very self-conscious and very it definitely jokes with themes that are like nowadays, like what is happening now. So yeah, even more than it was before, I feel. But yeah, it's still very good. So I definitely understand why they gave it 2 more seasons.
Yeah, but 2 more seasons, like right off the bat, I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it is great. So yeah, I understand it.
I like it.
And speaking of renewed, we have Only Murders in the Building, which is renewed for a season 4.
Goes well with that one.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, it's still not like the best series in any way.
It's funny because it's Steve Martin Short.
Yeah, and I think the whole trio with Selena Gomez as well, I think they work very well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very cheesy.
Yes, it is.
But it's still interesting, and it's somehow you can't really. Well, I can't really see through it, or I can't really.
Know what's gonna happen.
Exactly. So
it actually surprises you.
Yeah.
And that is not common nowadays.
No, it's
it really
good twists, and even now at the season 3 ending, it was kind of like, okay.
Oh, okay.
So
I haven't watched it yet. So.
No, but I'm excited for season 4. So
yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Yes, moving on to cancelled. Well, Mania is cancelled. I didn't even see it yet, but you talked very good about it, and I've heard so many lovely things about it. And we like Celeste Barber, who played the role.
Yeah.
So it's a shame, because it sounded like it was such a different series.
Yeah. Well, it's more... We talk about this all the time, I almost said, but that the comedy shows nowadays, there are so few of them. The 30-minute comedy series. There are very few sitcoms, and well, few series overall that kind of fit into this 30 minutes.
Humoristic series that's short.
And this was like a new take on it. I really liked the whole.
And it was in Australia.
Yeah, and I felt like they built up some good stories. So I'm sad that we don't get to see the endings.
I mean, hopefully another platform can pick it up, but you never know.
No, I think nowadays it's usually Netflix that picks things up.
Exactly.
So
when it's
if
Netflix who cancels it,
I'm not sure they're gonna pick it up.
It's bad news.
Yeah, it's sad though. But we'll continue following Celeste Barber on socials.
Yes.
So yeah,
exactly.
All right, so cancelled on that theme. It's not cancelled per se, but Archer is concluding after season 14. That's 14. A lot of seasons.
Yeah, that's a long-running show.
Yeah. And Archer is the kind of adult animated series about this spy. It's kind of James Bond-ish inspired, I guess.
Okay.
I think it's very good. It's definitely not politically correct, I guess, especially nowadays if you watched earlier, I guess. But I think it's a very good series. It's one of the few speaking of like comedy series that I've been rerunning. It's pretty popular to rerun Friends and How I Met Your Mother and things like that. And Archer is one of those that I've done a couple of laps with as well. Maybe not the latest seasons, but it's very good. I think if you have that kind of weird humor. You like this series a lot, but anyway, it's a planned ending after season 14, and it's going to end with a December special. So we actually thought it was like already over, but then they announced this December special.
A special is coming as well.
Yeah.
So, Christmas present.
Yeah, so I look forward to that.
Sounds good. Okay, we're moving on to new series. So, Orphan Black Echoes is a new show that's coming out. So it's set after the original series with Tatiana Maslany. So it follows more or less her daughter, Kira Manning, who's a scientist, and Kristen Ritter, who plays Lucy, a woman who has undergone some kind of procedure and has no memory of who she is. So we're gonna follow those two, I guess, and see what that leads. I mean, I loved Orphan Black, so I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see if they do anything remotely like it.
Yeah.
And especially since it's in the same universe, since it's the daughter of Sarah Manning. So, yeah, I'm very excited. It's on November 3rd.
Yeah, I'm especially curious about if Kristen is going to have to play all these different roles or not.
Like Tatiana did.
Yeah,
and Tatiana was amazing at it. She was
but,
brilliant.
And it's also kind of, it's cool to see her in something new as well.
Exactly.
We haven't seen her in a while now, so
yeah, it's true.
I mean, they did all this talk about these Marvel series kind of colliding almost or something. The Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and a couple of others, or was it only the Iron Fist, right? And I thought it was gonna be like more of that, but it feels like that just faded away. And well, at least she has something new.
One of them got cancelled, and then another one got cancelled, and I think they just scrapped the whole idea.
Okay, yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah,
right.
It's sad.
Okay.
I like those.
Also, a new series coming out on November 10 is a series called The Curse, and I'm not entirely sure this sounded amazing when I found it, but it's supposed to be a genre-bending drama series that explores how an alleged curse disturbs the relationship of a newly married couple as they try to conceive a child while co-starring on their new HGTV show.
What?
I don't know. It sounds strange mostly, but it is starring Emma Stone, so that kind of caught my attention. So okay, I'll see if we can find somewhere to watch this. I saw that it was on Showtime, so I'm not really sure what that interprets to in Sweden, but maybe it's on Prime or on Disney or something.
We have Showtime.
Do we have Showtime? Oh, is that
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's
I don't have that service. Maybe I won't get to see this.
I think our friend has it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to see then. But it sounded
strange but interesting.
But interesting. You kind of have to check it out. I feel.
And especially with Emma Stone. Has she ever done a series before? I feel like she has only done films.
Yeah, she's done different levels of like A-B movies, but no, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I can't remember a series.
No.
Okay, moving on. So there's a series called All the Lights We Cannot See. It's on Netflix on 2nd of November. It follows a blind girl called Marie Laure, a blind French teenager, and Werner, I guess, a German soldier whose paths collide in occupied France as they both try to survive the devastation of World War II. And apparently the blind girl is a real blind girl. And that is good news, I think, because when there's some sort of disability, there's always like, I don't know, someone within the norm who plays a disabled person instead of just bringing a disabled person who can do it. Yeah. It's so weird. But two big names is involved in this. Hugh Laurie and Mark Ruffalo. Yeah. So, yeah.
Huge names.
Very huge. So that bodes good.
Yeah. it definitely sounds interesting. I think I saw the trailer on Netflix.
Yeah.
The thing I couldn't place was what kind of accents Hugh and Mark was trying to do.
Okay.
So
like Germanish maybe or French?
Yeah, or French. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's almost like I have to watch the series just to try to figure out what the hell they're trying to do. But yeah, it sounds interesting, and I really like this. Taking in an actor that's actually blind.
Yeah, it's very good news.
Okay, so a couple of more things that we found that sounded very interesting. There's a lot of things happening in November. Some of it we might save for the next episode.
Yeah.
But for now, the 1st of November, so I guess it's already out somewhere.
Yeah.
They have I'm not sure really what kind of series this is, but it's called Tales of the TARDIS, and it's a new series of Doctor Who stories. And apparently it's like the old Doctor Who's from before they, what do we call it?
Renewed?
Yeah, before it renewed, before it was it cancelled or
I think it was cancelled.
Or did
like in
they
the 80s?
like end it? Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched the old ones.
No, I just watched some of it.
Maybe they paused it.
Yeah, but it seems like it is like real Doctor Who stories, and it is the actors from those ages and their companions, so the Doctors and companions.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, so I'm just kind of curious how do they fit this into?
Yeah.
Is there a canon here, or is this kind of like just beside everything?
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but we like Doctor Who, so I guess we're gonna just have to try to look this up and see what it is.
And how many of them are there?
And yeah, it was 6 episodes, but I'm not sure if one episode is like one
link to each.
Yeah, exactly. So it might be kind of like short stories within the episodes. I'm not sure. But yeah, interesting, definitely. And I think it's kind of fun that they do something like this, because I believe a lot of these actors are very old now. So I guess it's now or never, maybe, for some of them. So.
I think so too.
Yeah. I guess maybe that's one of those shows that we can actually talk more about when we binged it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, I found an upcoming movie called Culprits, which will air on Disney Plus. And it was, it was one of the first words in the synopsis that caught me, because it said heist, and we usually like heist things.
Yeah, we do.
But this is apparently like a thriller movie that transpires mostly after a heist has taken place, and we follow the people that did the heist, and they are now being targeted by a serial killer.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've gone their separate ways, and are being killed off one on one, and I think it's like them trying to figure out who's targeting them, and so on. It sounded crazy. So yeah.
But I guess the serial killer is after whatever they stole then.
Yeah, maybe.
Like they did the job for him, and now he just had to kill off.
Maybe, or it's one of those they robbed a mob boss. So, yeah, the wrong person. Now him or her are just hunting them down.
Sounds good though.
Yeah, it does. And I feel like if it's on Disney, it's probably pretty good. So yeah, that's something to watch in the coming week now. Yeah.
And with that, we go back to, I almost said, we're going further on with things we have seen.
Yeah.
So, as per usual, I start seeing things, but I don't end it.
No.
I just, it's there, then I see something else, and I see something else. But I will finish one day.
One day.
This one is, I haven't finished it because I like it too much. I want to just drag it out as much as I possibly can, because it's a 30-minute humor series.
Oh, right, that.
With action adventure.
A rarity.
So, yes, it really is. A rare gem. It's called Our Flag Means Death. And it's created by Taika Waititi. So, yes, humor.
Humor.
Good humor.
Good humor.
Yeah. So it's set in the year 1717, and a wealthy landowner called Stede Bonnet has a midlife crisis and decides to blow up his cushy life and become a pirate.
Of course, why not?
Like, he is really wealthy and very, very well-mannered. So he decides to become a gentleman pirate. A gentleman pirate.
I mean, there is gentleman thieves, so why not?
Yeah, why not? But yeah, it doesn't always go so well. But he has a crew of real pirates who some are very bloodthirsty, but still they follow him. So I don't know. Like with each episode, it progresses, so we see just like how they are nowadays and how they have been. Like I guess in the end we see how they all came together in his crew. But it's very interesting as well with the dialects.
Okay.
Because he's from New Zealand, someone is Irish, someone is Scottish.
Okay.
Like someone is just.
But I mean, I kind of figure in a world of pirates, or they just kind of pick up a crew from all kinds of ports where people have come from all around the world. So I guess it makes sense.
It's really good. So the man we follow as Stede, his name is Rhys Darby, and we've seen him in What We Do in the Shadows, who is Taika Waititi's movie before the series came. And then he's also in the new Jumanji movies.
Okay.
But I did not recognize him. He's one of those faces like he's a bit of a chameleon.
Yeah, okay.
I feel.
Yeah.
But then, Taika Waititi is Blackbeard. And then we have people from Game of Thrones, like Christian Nan and Joel Fries. And then from Trainspotting, Ewan Bremer. So it's good people.
Is it like almost all the characters are played by like actors we know?
No, it's like those.
Okay.
Like, I guess, it's a few. When you see a few episodes in, you can recognize a few people there. But I have only watched 5 out of 10 episodes so far, so I don't know everything. But the season 2 premiered in October of this year. So it's been a while since the first. I think that was like 1 or 2 years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm dragging it out as much as I possibly can because it's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I
recommend it.
I kind of feel like I wanted to know if it ended good or not, but I guess we'll just have to watch it.
Yeah,
so.
It's got a seal of approval.
Okay, very good.
I mean, at least it ended well in season 1 since they got a season 2.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just aired, so no news if it's getting a season 3 or not. But
well, I really like Taika Waititi normally, so definitely want to watch this as well.
Good twists.
Okay, good twists. I actually haven't watched that much, not movies or series anyway. Sometimes kind of, you get stuck more in podcasts and YouTube and stuff,
or older series, which I've already talked about.
But there is 2 things that I actually watched, both on Netflix. I kind of feel like there's a lot of Netflix. I know I keep mentioning this, but
I forgot to mention that Our Flags Mean Death is actually on HBO.
Yeah,
so it differs.
Good. But the first one I watched was actually a documentary, which is Live to 100 Secrets of the Blue Zones. And I found this very interesting. It was like 4 episodes only. And it's about people, areas on Earth where a higher percentage live to 100 years or older. Live to 100. It's about this man who's, I forget his name, but he's been researching blue zones and centenarians for like 20 years. And this is like almost like a summary of all of his work. So we go through the different blue zones, different areas on Earth, which have a high percentage of people who live to 100. And then we kind of take a closer look to how do they live? What do they do, and what do they eat, and
I imagine it's like tribes in the Amazons who live a long life, like they.
Okay, no Amazons. It's more like we were in Okinawa. We were in
Japanese people always live long.
Yeah, and in Italy and a couple of more places.
But like city. Still, not just like
it's
rural.
More like small, more rural, like more countryside, more small villages.
Okay.
But there was like an example in America as well. So, but it's kind of like a deep dive into these people and trying to make like an analysis of what in their life makes them live longer. And it's very interesting because he takes a look at these like 4 main blue zones, and he can find like these same things in all of the zones. Like the diet is very similar, how they that they have a purpose in life, and they very social. They take care of their family, live with their elders, and a lot of like daily exercise, not like go to the gym, but more like in their everyday life they get exercise.
They take the steps instead of the elevator.
Or they don't even have elevators or cars, or so they have to walk everywhere and do stuff and
so everyday exercise.
A lot of things like that, and it's just how they present it was very good. And it was also interesting because the last episode they kind of try to recreate it, and so I don't want to spoil every this is how you do it, but it is kind of like a blueprint. If you watch it, these are like concrete things you could do with your life, change your life towards, and actually probably live longer. So
improving your life, bettering your life, and you get to live longer.
So
sounds good.
I just really enjoyed it, and it just sounded so honest and true somehow. I kind of felt like it really hit home with me. So I would really recommend it. It's like I said, documentary, 4 episodes, so under 4 hours to watch it. A very good episode, very good series. And to actually talk about like what we usually more like normal what do we call it, like more fiction, I guess. Okay, anything fiction. I watched this very new series on Netflix. I think it came out like just last week now, and it's called Onimusha, and it's it's like an adult anime. It's about a samurai, and what kind of caught my attention was the animation itself, because it was definitely not like sketched or drawn like a typical anime. It was more, in some ways, it actually reminded me a bit about Archer. So it was kind of like they made these kind of figures, and then they made a movie. It's just something with the animation style, and I really liked that it was more like real faces and so on. I think that's what I have most trouble with typical anime, is like the animation styles, and everyone looks basically the same, and it's very colorful, and I really like
unrealistic.
So I really felt for the animation style early on, and that's what kind of caught me. But then it was very very exciting series as well, or animation. So he in this era of in Japan, which it takes place in, they have like this demon problem, and there's a leader that kind of creates more demons, and he kind of it's not like he has a mission or something. It's almost like he just takes it on himself, Musashi, who we follow, to just exterminate the demons and stop this demon slayer, exactly. And try to like stop this leader who keeps creating more demons, which he's called Lemon. Lemon. Okay. But for him to do this, so he is a great samurai, and like one of those, typical when you see these kind of like kung fu movie or anything, there's always this guy that we follow that's just crazy, like crazy good, a lot better than everyone else. So he is like that, and what I like about him, he's also kind of in his older years, so it's not like this young guy, but he's more like he's 50 plus or something. Whoa. It feels like he's around 50 anyway.
That's a new thing.
So he is very good, but still, this is demons. There's a lot of them, and he can't do it himself. So he finds a team, like a party of other samurai, which I think he met earlier in his life as well. But mostly, what he has to help him is this weird like bracelet, which he gets from a temple of monks. And this bracelet, you kind of, I think it's like in episode 1, you realize, okay, there is something ominous about this bracelet. So
is it really from the monks?
Yeah, it is. They kind of take care of it and protect it, but it's, well, without saying too much, you can kind of get it, and if you know some Japanese, you kind of get with the title as well. It's called Onimusha, and Oni means demon, and so this bracelet has like a demon power. It is like you can call it like it is a demon. So he kind of starts.
He has a demon on his arm.
Yeah, so he starts using this bracelet, and the more he uses it, the more he kind of takes over. And so I guess that's the story, is about Musashi and how he's trying to defeat all these demons and save his comrades and defeat Lemon. So it's kind of a basic story. But then you have this other thing with him kind of trying to not be consumed by this bracelet as well. But
yeah, did you notice it that he begins to?
But yeah, I like it. I liked it because it was not like every other animation style, and I liked it because there was interesting characters and also very interesting twists in the end. But like I said, it is adult animation, and it was pretty gory at times, I guess. So like warning flag for that. What do you call it? Like explicit content or something. But yeah, if you enjoy any kind of animated series and you enjoy like samurai stories and don't mind like this very supernatural parts of it, it was a very good story. I would recommend it.
But it's a bit like Castlevania then. Like Castlevania is also better with the animation, like more adultery, and it's very gory at times.
Yeah, but I would still say that Castlevania is more towards typical anime. How it looks, it's more like this is how America interpret anime.
Oh yeah,
that's like
true. That
Castlevania.
Yeah.
This is more, I'm not sure what to call it. It's, like I said, it's almost more towards Archer.
But isn't Archer a series from the US as well?
Yeah. I'm not sure where Onimusha is from actually, but they spoke Japanese, so that was the original.
That's good at least.
Language. So okay, so it's definitely Japanese.
Yeah, looks like.
But yeah, I would recommend it. I can kind of I guess I got kind of stuck in the samurai because as soon as I finished this Onimusha, I found this other samurai series on Netflix, which was called like Blue-Eyed Samurai something, which I just started watching. But that is Netflix created, and it is American, but it still transpires in Japan as well.
Yeah.
But I haven't finished that one. But I probably maybe won't talk about it. Or at all maybe. But it's very promising. So I guess I can kind of say that there is 2 pretty good samurai series animated on Netflix right now.
We just get stuck in some genre.
Yeah.
And then we watch that a lot, and then we watch that a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't. That's just how it is.
Yes, that's how it is.
Okay, so that's it for this time, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. And like we said, there's a lot of new series and movies coming up. So
we have not discussed or talked about it at all. No,
we have a lot of things to watch now in November, and I guess in our next episode we might have a bit more.
Than we have actually watched.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's wrap things up here and say thank you for listening. And until next time,
ha det gött!